Hi, let's take a look at the new features in ProRaster version 3.0. So ProRaster ships in 3 tiers. The base tier is ProRaster Essential, ProRaster Premium, and then the flagship tier is ProRaster Scientific. So looking at the user interface, all 3 products now share exactly the same user interface, and the skin concept is gone, and that's because all of the mapping and algorithm rendering capability has now been unlocked in the base level tiers, and that's the major change in this version, but we'll look at that in another video. So let's just look at the new features, and this is across all 3 tiers. So I'm going to open an algorithm. The first thing you'll notice, if you've used this before, is that it opened an external map window rather than displaying the algorithm in the preview window. Preview window has been removed, although it's still available as an option, but we now by default use these external map windows only. So we have a new feature in the area tool and in the profile tool. So let's look at the area tool first. So zoom in somewhere, perhaps this little feature here. Recall that the area tool allows you to draw a polygon, just a simple polygon, and then it gives you a report about that polygon, the area and circumference and so forth. If you right click again, you'll see that the area menu has changed and you can draw a new polygon, or you can save your polygon. So I can save that polygon out to a MapInfo tab file, and then for example, I can use that to do something like a clip to polygon operation for a raster. So if we have, say, Gebco, and then we select that polygon that we just created, and we go OK. Actually, I'll save it into tab. Hit OK, and there's our Gebco grid clipped to that little polygon. So that's the area feature, allows you to save polygons. Let's now look at profiles. So I'll zoom back out perhaps. Perhaps just do a quick review of profiles. Well, let's just continue to look at that feature. So on the profile tool, you've got a draw option, so you can draw your profiles, and the new options are the load and save options. So you can load a profile and get ProRaster to display the values along that profile, or you can save out a profile or save out profile data. So let's just draw a profile. Recall that we can do a single profile, or we can do multiple profiles, or we can do a comparison profile. Let's just review those quickly. So here's a single profile. Just draw a line. It can be a polyline, or it can just be a single line, and every time you draw a new line, it creates a new profile which is displayed and you get a report. You can also do multiple profiles. So let's draw multiple profiles. So now I can draw multiple profiles across this feature, and you can see that they're all displayed in your profile view. Recall that via settings you can go to a projected system, so that all those profiles are then projected onto a common baseline, and it's displayed here in this little red line, and that lines up all your profiles appropriately. You can also do the single profile comparison. So now I'm going to draw a profile across this feature, and because I have 3 layers, I've got 3 different terrain rasters here: low resolution Gebco, medium resolution Merit, and high resolution Glow 30. So you can see in the profile it's extracted a profile from each of those 3 layers. So I've got the Gebco here, low resolution, and then the white is the medium resolution Merit, and then the black is the high resolution Glow 30. So you can do a comparison of those same data sets along that profile. going into the settings again, you can do a differential. So now we're going to compare data along this profile to the top layer from which data was acquired. So our top layer is glow 30, so we're going to do glow 30 minus glow 30, that's our black line, comes out flat. And then we're going to do merit minus glow 30, so that's our white line, and you can see the differences here between merit and glow 30. And then GEBCO minus glow 30, and that's this blue line, and that shows greater errors between that lower resolution GEBCO data and the high resolution glow 30 data. So that's your profile drawing. You've also got the ability to load and save profiles. So let's zoom out a little bit and oops, come over here a bit. So the Larapinta Trail is a trail that goes along here, big multi-day walk. So let's draw a profile along the Larapinta Trail. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's somewhere along here, so we'll just draw a line along there, polyline. Let's say it ends there. So there's our profile. We can right click now and say save that profile, Larapinta Trail, and that will save it out to a map info table. So that just saves the polyline itself, the X and Y coordinates of the polyline. You can also right click and say save the profile data, and that saves it out to a CSV file. And when you do, it'll open up in your default application, and in my case that's Excel. So you can see the data that was written out here to the CSV file, the profile number, the station along the profile, the X and the Y, in this case longitude and latitude, the data value that's extracted from the profile, and this validity flag tells you whether that that extraction was valid or not, because of course some grids have empty regions in them. So that's the CSV file, and you can then do what you want with that data. And of course you can load that profile back in. So if we clear that profile and then we go profile load, single profile, Larapinta, it comes back in, and then it will interpolate along that profile and extract data along it for whatever rasters you've got in the algorithm at that time. Just a couple of other quick things. If we right click, you can hit this on a map, you can hit the edit algorithm option, and that will bring up the main dialog so that you can access that and change your algorithm. In this version, there is support for Sentinel-2C, so there's a new bird up in the air in the Sentinel-2 constellation. It's satellite number C, and D is on its way as well. We've managed to acquire some scene data or tile data for that satellite now, and validated that it all loads correctly and displays correctly in ProRaster, and that's available in ProRaster Essential, Premium and Scientific. So those are the new features in ProRaster 3.0. Thanks for watching.